our space is the original Taylor Carriage building. Many people don't know that. So this building is a very historic space where people used to bring their horse and buggies for like repairs and maintenance. And there's actually an archway in the building, like in our front space that you can see, and that was kind of the entryway. It's really special. With that comes original plumbing, everyone. And so unfortunately, we can't put high fat content down those pipes. And so one of the ways that we've had to sustainably grow is using really expensive milks. And that's really hard on a small business. And so when you have like this kind of counter message of folks saying like, well, they don't use whole milk, but it's like, we're trying to preserve history while also fulfilling like your latte and coffee and community.
Welcome to Rotaract on the Road. We're sharing some of your best young entrepreneurs in the city of Birmingham that just so happen to serve in Rotaract.
Well, Portia, we are back with another episode of
Rotaract on the Road.
Who do we have?
We have the Tyler Hatcher.
Not just regular Tyler Hatcher.
The Tyler Hatcher.
That's 2 E's.
40 under 40 Tyler Hatcher.
Accolades already.
With Grounds Coffee. Thanks for
Welcome.
joining us today.
So before we get into all of your business, we have some questions for you. You're about to enter into Rotaract Rapid Fire. Portia, hit him.
All right. Coffee or tea?
Well, that's a given. Coffee.
Oh, of course. Early mornings or late nights?
Another given. Early mornings, every morning.
One word to describe entrepreneurship.
We like to say that resilience is another word for stubborn, and to do this, you kind of have to be stubborn. So resilience.
Please stubborn.
And then one word to describe Rotaract.
Generator.
I love it. I don't think we've heard generator
We haven't heard
before.
generator.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, Tyler. So you are here, and I didn't. What accolade did you just share? He is
40 under 40.
40 under 40.
Yes.
So not
I don't
only
know who messed up and did that.
are you 40 under 40, but you're also an entrepreneur that's owning a thriving business. Tell us about your story. Who are you? How did you get to this literal hot seat?
Well, Portia is how I got to today's hot seat. And that is through Rotaract. But yeah, I think in general, to try to sum it up, I'm just like a community connector. Like what I really focus on, prioritize, and everything that I do, it's all community first. I don't think that you can really build a business. You can't build like a thriving economy unless you focus on community. And so yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Yes, I work in corporate. Yes, I'm a 40 under 40, whatever that's supposed to mean. But it is really just about taking up space and representing the people that you want to be in those spaces. And that's what, getting that accolade was really about for me, was being able to nominate and tap the next generation of leaders that are maybe people of color, maybe queer, maybe that aren't usually represented on that list, and being able to create that space by taking up space where we're not often seen.
I love it. And one of the ways you're doing that is by the space that you're creating with your company.
That's right.
Tell us about Grounds.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's Grounds? And I just want you to know that the Caramel Brulee Latte video went viral on TikTok.
It did.
And I hit some numbers. You might need to add me to your payroll.
Grounds is building the creator economy, everybody. It's wild. So we don't have a background in coffee. And so to be able to do this, it's like every day is a learning lesson. So my background's in marketing, public relations, communications. My husband's background is in retail. He's also done a lot in hospitality. We both have, both with like 10 years or more in that space. And so he managed Honey Creeper Chocolate, which was a previous craft chocolate shop here in Birmingham. And when the owner decided that she just didn't really want to carry it forward, Reggie took that as an opportunity to infuse some of the feedback that they had heard over the years. Like, hey, you should sell coffee. Hey, y'all should really get an espresso machine. And so Reggie said, bet, we'll do that.
Say less.
And so, yeah, Grounds was born. I genuinely had hoped at the beginning it was a joke. I was like, you're doing what? You're starting a coffee shop? Do you know there are 35 other ones here? And so it was really like terrifying at the beginning. And, you know, through partnerships, collaboration, the relationships that we've built, like we've turned this into this third space that I feel like the community really needed.
Wow.
And we are doing it in a different way that I feel like almost doesn't make us a competitor in that space. It makes us more of an amplifier, because what we like to say is we're a small business that just showcases other small businesses. So if you are a small business with a sustainable, ethical product, if you are a maker or somebody who's doing consumer packaged goods, like call us. Like that's what this space is about. It's the community that you want, but it's also a space that's building the community we need here in Birmingham.
I love it.
Yes, I love
it.
like how y'all don't do whole milk.
Yes.
So tell us why y'all don't do whole milk.
Thank you,
Because
Portia.
I had to ask. I was
No,
like, why
I'm
y'all
like,
don't
we
do
never
whole milk?
get the
I want
offer.
a cow.
Cow's milk, Portia, cow's milk. No, we actually get this a lot. There are some diehard milk drinkers in this city, everyone. And
Surprise.
so we never really get the opportunity to explain this. It's not some sort of like passion thing. We're not trying to drive how you drink your milk. What really it is that our space is the original Taylor Carriage building. Many people don't know that. So this building is a very historic space where people used to bring their horse and buggies for like repairs and maintenance. And there's actually an archway in the building, like in our front space that you can see, and that was kind of the entryway. It's really special. But with that comes original plumbing, everyone. And so unfortunately, we can't put high fat content down those pipes. And so one of the ways that we've had to sustainably grow is using really expensive milks. And that's really hard on a small business. And so when you have like this kind of counter message of folks saying like, well, they don't use whole milk, but it's like, we're trying to preserve history
Right.
Yeah.
while also fulfilling like your latte and coffee and community needs. And so thank you for the opportunity to explain.
That was like the
Portia.
first thing that I asked when I came. I was like,
Where's the milk?
Yeah, like trust me.
So he explained the whole story to me. I was okay. I get it now.
But that
I
makes
get it.
total
Yeah,
sense.
it makes sense.
I mean, listen, y'all. I ate a tres leches for breakfast. Okay, like I am not anti-milk by any means, but I mean, oat
But
milk.
for preservation purposes.
Preservation, and I mean, I'll be honest with you. When you start exploring into the worlds of alternative milks, don't be afraid. Like oat milk is going to enhance those like nutty flavors in your espresso.
Yeah.
Macadamia milk, hey, it's going to sweeten up your beverage, but it's also half the calories.
Yeah.
So it's like looking at the opportunities to expand your own palate. That's what we're trying to do.
I
in
love
that
it.
space.
So, okay, with your business, what is one of the biggest challenges that you faced early on?
Ooh, the one that everyone does, money. It's
Yeah.
it's really, really hard to get capital. And what most people don't realize about coffee is it's not a super high margin, like profit margin industry. Like there's a lot of waste. There's a lot of trial and error.
Yes.
There's a lot of like just in terms of inventory and like supply chain, that's really, really complicated as well. So having a constant stream of capital when you need it or when an emergency pops up, that's really, really hard. And we still struggle with that. So investors holler. And on the flip side, it's really like eye-opening into trust building and relationship building. So a lot of what has made Grounds possible are relationships like Rotaract, right? Like
Absolutely.
Rotaract heard that Tyler opened a coffee shop and they swarmed and have continuously swarmed. And then the space that we're in, you know, that's a relationship that was pre-existing. And so we were able to like build in a sustainable way that allowed us the space to really like expand and scale, and having that kind of kindness to reach that as a small business is not afforded to everybody. And, you know, the work that you do at the city and the work that you do at Prosper, those are the issues that y'all are talking about. And we have been unique in that we built a lot of those relationships ourselves, but the work that y'all do and the work that, you know, these people that are maybe just behind the scenes and just want to see something awesome come to life, like you've got to spend time focused on that relationship building and showing people who you are, what you're building, why it's necessary, why it's important. Because otherwise they're just going to be like, does Birmingham need a 37th coffee shop? Probably not. But at the same time, it's like, what makes every one of those different?
Yeah. Right.
What makes every one of those special, and what's different about each one of their communities, because they all are one big community. So
I love it. So we're going to get more into that, and I want you to keep that ballot in the back. We're coming back for it.
Okay.
But let's talk about lessons learned.
Okay.
Take a deep breath. Think.
Yeah.
What's one mistake that you've overcome and a critical lesson that you're willing to share with other entrepreneurs or desiring entrepreneurs?
Yeah. Learn people. I I went into being a business owner thinking I was ready to communicate and work with everybody and anybody, and it is so hard when you now take ownership, like not ownership, but responsibility for someone else's livelihood. You're constantly like, and you don't realize how much emotion is built up in like a space like ours, right? Where you've experienced it, you've seen it. Like everyone in there is friends.
Yep.
We're best friends, and then as an owner, as an employer, you're like, okay. At any given second, I can say something, and they can take that as an employer, or they can take that as a friend, and you don't ever know. And so that is really, really hard. And so I would say to anybody who's looking at being an entrepreneur, spend a little time on your own self-reflection, your own inner way of being a business owner, because I have to separate it in my head when I'm having a conversation, and I have to be mindful of this person looks up to me in multiple ways, not just as their boss, but also as a friend that's helping them get through some of the hardships in their life. And so if you get the opportunity to build, that's in every small team, that's in every startup, that's in every small business, is like this interrelational, emotional, deep kind of pull. And you have to be very careful and delicate with it and spend time making sure that you do it right.
That's wisdom.
I agree. Yes.
That is
And I'm
wisdom.
still figuring it out, guys. I'm sorry.
I don't know how you juggle all these hats.
Oh, I don't either. And I think, I look at it as like I have the opportunity and I have the capacity to wear a lot of hats. And I'm not a big religious person. I talk to Gus and the universe, my big sister. Like I just, I talk up. That's what we'll say. And I'm like, I've been given the ability. And so I should do something with that. And do I wear all those hats well or the most fashionably? Not all the time. But, I think that's advice to everyone. If you know that you can wear another hat. Wait, you see that you can wear another hat. Okay, see how you can step out here with all your hats and see how many you can juggle, because you won't know what you can do until you start trying them on.
I can't say that I struggle juggling all these hats, but hey, we just do it.
Well, nobody sees
We were talking yesterday, and I was like, "Hey, Tyler."
Yeah, well, we help each other, right?
And that's
Don't forget
important.
about tomorrow.
Exactly. That's going back to relationship building. You and I, like, we're neighbors. We're in lots of different spaces together, and you and I have created a space where we can break our fourth wall.
Yes.
Right, and I think building those relationships in your career is
critical.
Let me call you. Real quick.
Like can I be myself with you real quick, girl? I'm real stressed out, and so like those relationships are so valuable to me, because like seeing you on the like walking our dogs in the morning.
We walk. Okay, so in the mornings, like we have on our pajamas, and we made a rule, like if you see me in the morning, don't say anything.
That's not me. That's not me. No, I mean
just look at each other and go.
This is not what you will see
later
at
on.
7 a.m. with 3 dogs. Okay.
I love it.
Okay, let's dive into Rotaract.
Okay.
For those who don't know, Rotaract Club of Birmingham develops young professionals to
Pitch
be
'em.
actively engaged in building a better community, region, and world. Okay, we were in the same Rotaract class. I remember meeting you when we did our service event the first time, and Miss Val was like, "You need to know him," because she kept saying, "You need to know Tyler."
Yeah.
I don't know who Tyler is. So when I met you, when we were doing the service event, I was like, "Oh,
Now I know
that's
why I need to know
That's
Tyler.
why I need to know Tyler," and we instantly clicked.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so how did you expect Rotaract to play a role in your entrepreneurship journey?
Ooh, I didn't. Like, I joined Rotaract because I wanted free lunches every other week.
Tell the truth, Tyler.
I ain't got no time to lie to people. I really, y'all saw me walk in with an AirPod in. I don't have time to lie. I joined because the chicken fingers are real good. And
I've heard about those chicken fingers.
They are world renowned.
I have heard about them.
I mean, I don't care if you're 65 years old. You're gonna like those. You gonna like those chicken fingers.
The honey mustard.
The honey mustard, and then mix it with that salad and that vinaigrette. Anyway, so I joined Rotaract for the lunch, and then getting to meet people at the like just trying to get into Rotaract, I said, hold up, this is different.
Process.
It's a process.
It's a process, y'all. Like it's not for the weak, but it's because this is something special.
Yeah.
And it's something different. Like it's a different organization in the city that I don't think people realize is here. I mean, I think they know about
Such a
it.
good thing.
They're like interested in it, but like no one's really like, hi, this is something that turns your career and turns it into something completely
Literally.
different.
Yeah.
Exposes you to leaders, like opens doors, like makes CEOs, some of your best friends, right? And I'm like, I'm not trying to oversell it. I've gone through a lot. I'm old. I've gone through a lot in this city.
We're old.
And I'm like, this is different than anything else I've experienced here. And then when it comes to this business, like I said, Rotaract found out I had a coffee shop, and it was within like the first couple weeks. They were like, can we host a meetup there?
Wow.
Yes, absolutely. And then getting the Spoke Award, right? That was wild. I was like, but just selling the business with this award and like being able to like become friends with my husband by coming to the shop on your own without me having to champion it.
Yes.
Rotaract has been a core piece of what has grown Grounds. And
Wow.
so grateful for it.
What I hear you saying is that Rotaract has become your personal community.
Oh,
yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very similar to Prosper, and that's the thread that we have. It's about community. When you think about community and how important it is to you, how does Rotaract, and you've mentioned this a little bit, encourage you to give back? I know it pours a great deal into both of you. But I see and hear about all the things, all the places that you all are making an impact in the community. What is that in Rotaract?
Oh, well, for me, Rotaract is, like, I chose to stay in Birmingham, right? I could have left. Like, I know that I can make a ton more money and have this big, blossoming, beautiful career elsewhere. I know
Stay
that. Like,
here.
stay here.
Right.
I don't really care about any of that because I'm like, if you will stay in a place and turn it into what you want it to be, it's like growing a plant at home, right? Over time, it's long. It takes a long time before you see a blossom, before you see a new leaf. And I've been born and raised in Birmingham. I've been here for every bit of its revitalization. I've had my hands and my fingers in it. And getting to see Rotaract doing those things, I'm excited to see where it evolves to because it's going to be, I think, long term, I think it's going to be the organization that actually starts driving big economic, community, charitable, like societal impact in this city.
You're speaking my language.
It's every next young leader. And I'm like, if our more tenured professionals, like the people that like our mentors, if they don't start looking at us like that, I'm like, this is the next generation of leaders in this city. And I know it because I'm working with them in those spaces. So it's just, Rotaract is, I get too passionate about it, but it is driving this city in ways that don't really get seen. And yeah, I've got chill bumps because I'm passionate about it.
We're learning and we're developing professionally every day.
Absolutely. Like I'm having coffee with a Rotarian this Friday. Like getting invited to this podcast was because of Rotaract. Like growing the business has been through Rotaract. Leadership development program with Rotaract. I'm in the Hall of Fame. All of these things, and this has happened since February of 2024.
Wow. We're in the same. We were in the same class.
So
and we hit the ground running.
And it's just like we've both been able to like represent ourselves in the ways that we wanted to be seen, but we couldn't do that in the workplace necessarily. We've been able to connect across different industries. I have like one of the strongest networks in Birmingham.
Strong network.
Like I just know because of this organization.
It's because of Rotaract.
That's amazing. So you talked about the evolution of Rotaract and the contributions that are here and to come. What about you? Where is Grounds going over the next 2 to 3 years? What is your vision? What do you desire? You shouted out investors. You can shout them out one more time if you desire.
Y'all heard that. That's like on 3 now.
Money over here. What do you see? What's coming?
So that really depends on all of y'all. What do you want from us? That is the hardest part of evolving your business is like clocking into the fact that I can't always do it the way I want. So I need to, being a good entrepreneur, it's not about making one good choice. It's about making 10 good choices and making sure that the next one is also just as sound. And so where Grounds goes from here, right now we're really focused on creating a more unified experience when you're in this space. So historically, Grounds, we share our space with Basic, which is a slow fashion ethical lifestyle brand that really puts on a lot of small batch designers, so people that are hand making and paying ethical, livable wages within the fashion and clothing industry. We all know about fast fashion, but Basic is a great partner to kind of counter our message with Grounds and the craft chocolate and coffee industry being in regions of the world that are in depletion or under pressure from climate change. And those are real issues with both sides of our businesses. And so what we're looking at in terms of evolving is unifying that experience so that it feels more like you're making an intentional choice every time you're there. But also it shouldn't feel pushy. It should feel like a space that you're also building. Right now we have an additional space that is coming. It's going to be a little further down on the same block, but it's more catered to a bespoke audience. So you're going to find things from brands like Alabama Shannon. Alabama Shannon's a maker in Florence, and you hear from bean to bar in the chocolate industry, but we're talking from ground to garment is what Alabama Shannon does.
Fancy.
So she grows these fabrics. Everyone there gets paid a full livable wage, and it's right here in Alabama. And so now being able to sell these garments, which are a higher tier in terms of expense, because when you start to learn about the technique of doing these things, it's our clothes likely should cost that much, and we should wear them for 30 years. If I'm going to enjoy chocolate, I should enjoy that $15 bar slowly over a week, not gobble down the Hershey. But at the same time, you will catch Reese cups in my house right now. Okay. So it's about balance, and as we scale, we're trying to do that in a way that is balanced, that is well-intended, and that serves what the community wants from us.
Wonderful.
Okay, so what advice would you give young professionals looking to join Rotaract?
Do that.
Absolutely.
And don't do it late. Don't do it late.
Start early. We said at the same time.
I waited
early.
So late. I waited so late, so I have to squeeze and soak it up. But Rotaract is just. I just think back on my career. Hindsight's 2020. You look at all the things in your career, and you're like, man, I could have been so much further along by now. Oh, if I had just started in this way back when, or just made the because it's not the cheapest thing to be involved in.
It's definitely not. But your company to pay for it.
Right.
You can easily make that sell to your company when you're like, hey,
development.
I'm gonna be banking all of these peers in a few years, and it's you look at that. That kind of trajectory, I think you could make any employer be at least bend their ear towards what is this? And it's the largest Rotary and Rotaract club in the world.
Go Birmingham.
Insane.
Go Birmingham.
That's why that's why I'm not leaving Birmingham.
Not leaving.
We've got all kinds of hidden gems and hidden talent, and it's a special place.
Well, you can't leave, so that's that on that. Before we go, tell us how we can get coffee, get chocolate.
Yes.
Tell us where Grounds is located, how we can reach you.
Absolutely. Well, anybody who's listening to this podcast, please come in and get half off your first drink, or just mention Prosper and get 50% off your beverage. So that's one way. But we are located on 2nd Avenue North, around all of your other favorite restaurants. The address is 2214 2nd Avenue. We are wedged right between Bamboo on 2nd and La Fresca. If you know where El Barrio is, we're right across the street. So you can have a whole fun night right on that block. So we'd love to see y'all. And we've got lots of good stuff in there. And we have a spring campaign coming. So outfits about to be on deck. Shops about to be on deck.
Spring coffee is coming too.
Spring coffee menu is right around the corner. So hopefully we can get another brulee latte moment cooked up.
I'm coming in to do a video.
Come on.
I love it. Make sure you mention Prosper.
Of course.
Tyler, it has been wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for joining
We
us.
appreciate
Thank
you.
y'all. This was incredible. Thank you for the
Thank
space.
you.
Thank y'all for what you're doing. This is important. So
Thank
I
you.
appreciate being able to be a part of it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yay.
Well, that's it. Thank you for joining Rotaract on the Road. Be sure to follow Prosper's YouTube channel so that you can get the best in Birmingham's entrepreneurs, but also find out everything going on with Rotaract and keep in touch through Rotaract on the Road podcast. See you next time.